This week, the president has admitted to asking the president of Ukraine to take actions which would benefit him politically. The actions of the Trump presidency revealed the dishonorable fact of the president's betrayal of his oath of office, betrayal of our national security, and betrayal of the integrity of our elections. Therefore, today, I'm announcing the House of Representatives moving forward with an official impeachment inquiry.
Well, there's the news of the moment. Speaker Pelosi making the announcement at the top of this hour. We are awaiting the Republican response. In the meantime, let's bring in Texas Congressman Brian Babin. Congressman, good to see you. Thank you for being here. How would you respond to Speaker Pelosi's announcement?
Well, it's stunning to me that they would have an impeachment inquiry of 6 committees based on the hearsay of someone who is a whistleblower they haven't even identified and who was not even on the call. They have not waited to see what the transcript of the call is. That's going to come out tomorrow. So I think we're just looking at more just a vendetta against this president. It's going to take, the agenda that we have some really badly needed legislation that should be coming out of these committees, especially judiciary. And this is going to suck up all the oxygen in the room. And I have a feeling, a very distinct feeling, that this is all going to come out to be nothing. And to top it off, David, we've got Vice President Joe Biden, who admitted to even worse. And so let's see what the transcript shows tomorrow.
Congressman, it's Carol Roth. So this week in political theater, we have the Democrats who are going to want Republicans to go on record. The Republicans are certainly going to call this a witch hunt. But the first time ever in impeachment history, we now have social media, and we're going to have every person in America and around the world weighing in on Twitter and Facebook. So this is going to have a lot of political ramifications. How do you think this ends up shaking out for the Democrats and the Republicans in terms of 2020?
Okay, I'm sorry to interrupt you, Congressman. They want us to go to Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez for a second. She's speaking now. Let's just listen in a bit. Go ahead.
If Congress doesn't move forward on impeachment versus then what the president does. Why did you say that?
Well, I think we have to hold this president accountable, and we have to protect our democracy, and I believe that we'll be doing so right now. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's about as much time as I think we deserved on that one. Go ahead, Congressman. I interrupted your response to Carol.
Carol, go ahead and run that question by me one more time, because I was listening to AOC.
To boil it down, you've got the court of public opinion for the first time, people on Facebook and Twitter that are going to be weighing in on what's going on both the Democratic and the Republican side. How do you think this ends up shaking out for 2020?
I think it shakes out for the Republicans. I believe that the American people are sick to death of a vendetta by the Democratic Party and the mainstream media against this president. Just think of what this president could have been accomplishing. He's already done so much. Look at our economy. We've got, a 68, 70% decrease in border crossers now. I mean, we've got some really good things. They're one of the best economies in history. And we've got other legislation that we ought to be working on as well. And they're taking all of their time on this, and I believe that the American people are sick of it. They want to move on. They don't appreciate this president being attacked constantly and denied a victory, because if he gets a victory, the whole country gets a victory on the economy and many of these other issues, and he's being denied that by the Democratic Party and their leadership.
Congressman, the Inspector General has been barred from putting forward the whistleblower letter, which supposedly is the right by Congress to see that. Do you think that letter should go forward or not?
I think we need to find out who this whistleblower is, what he has said,
So you think that Congress should see the whistleblower letter that the Inspection General thinks should proceed, which the DNI is precluding that from going forward? That's a yes or no question.
Well, let me just say this. This whole inquiry for impeachment is based upon this. Let's get to the truth. This is what needs to happen. We've got to see the truth here.
So you think the letter should proceed? So should or should not Congress receive the whistleblower letter?
Well, it seems reasonable to me.
Thank you.
But, I'm not in there. And obviously, you have a different opinion.
I do. No, I have your opinion.
Congressman Babin, thank you very much. Again, shorter time than we would have liked, but a lot of breaking news here. We appreciate you coming in.
Absolutely. It's a big day.
2020 hopeful birthday.